Hi, everybody. I'm Yolanda Marie. So I hope that you all are taking care of yourselves. I have a message from the Arcturians today that's very, very interesting the way that they put this, okay? They're saying that humans are seeking to reclaim or are reclaiming the experience of humanity. Okay, for ourselves. We are reclaiming this. Now, this hadn't been put to me quite in this way yet. And so it is very interesting the way that is worded. And now I'm going to quote them just a little bit, okay? So they're saying, you must honor your position at all times. Honor who you are or who you seek to be. Honor the love within yourself. Honor all of this. And then they're saying, stop seeking to repair an element of yourself which has moved you forward in this direction. Rather, honor this. It's important to release the feeling that comes up, right? That is associated with this, whatever this element, right? These elements of ourselves that we do not desire, that inspire perhaps lower frequency emotions, right? They're saying release that emotion associated with this. Because what this element is, they're saying, is something that has moved us forward thus far. It is a part of us in its totality. I'm going to keep going because I don't want to miss anything. But really think about what they're saying about honoring the whole self, and that is part of the whole self. Even though it is something that has perhaps deterred what you perceive to be your forward momentum in the past, when not in your full understanding of the larger picture. Okay, so those are the Arcturians, the way that they are wording that, okay, or phrasing that. So instead of holding on to that old emotion that's associated with the event or the feeling or whatever it is in the past that you perhaps need to purge in its current state, right? Because it's not in alignment with where you are now, where you are going. But rather than holding on to the emotion associated with it and seeing it through that lens, they're saying instead honor the element as it seeks to integrate within you as part of the whole being that you have become. Okay? Because they're saying, and notice they said the being that you have become. Notice that. Because they're saying at your present frequency, as you move forward, this is going to, whatever this element is, this is going to integrate with you in a different way. This is what is often so misunderstood. We tend to think of it as needing to be released completely, and it is no longer any part of our experience, rather than thinking of it as we're releasing the old association with it, while understanding the depth of knowledge that it has imparted within our human experience. Because they're saying otherwise, what's going to happen is there's going to be a rupture where you will feel as if you are compartmentalized. In other words, separated into two different parts of yourself, and one part, the one, is going to be fighting the other. And so they're saying this is not a desirable position to be in, which I think we can all agree. This is not a desirable position to be in as you wish to further expand yourself, right? Rather than sit in the old, if you wish to further expand, they're saying you don't want to compartmentalize and then fight amongst yourselves, basically the two parts of yourselves, two different sides. And so this is what is often causing so much of the distress. It's the seeking to dismantle this part of yourself that you would call unknowing, wrong, bad, or ill-advised. These are the words that they used, okay? They're saying instead, seek to expand within your heart all that you are, and trust your desire to move forward. There is a collective desire. Now, this is very important. There is a collective desire to move forward that far outweighs any desire to stay locked in the past. Now they're talking about on a collective level, because A lot of what this is, why we hang on to just in the depths of our mind, somewhere very deep, right? Not on the surface necessarily, but behind everything else, there still exists the fear that we're not actually moving forward collectively and that you're out there on your own. That is the reason for some of the inability to release the emotions associated with the old, perhaps, behaviors or the old event and the judgments that we hold on to. It's fear. But they're saying the collective desire far outweighs any desire to stay in this past way of being. And they're talking about humanity at this point, all of humanity. Appearances are what has already occurred. So they're talking about, so what we're seeing, because this is part of the reason for the fear, okay? What we're seeing, these appearances in our now, this is what has already occurred on the planet. This is the result of that and the manifestation of previous things, previous emotions, previous events. And so they're saying, trust what is now created moving forward. That this is what is actually going to come about. This is the next phase of the development of humanity, of your personal development. And part of your development is part of the whole. You came here to do this, and you are doing it. You are doing it, okay? You are having the effect that you so desire to have, especially on the collective. So much on the collective. Okay, so have no doubt. Try to begin releasing the doubt of that. Because the powerful, magnified creators that you are, the more that you release the doubt of all of this, the faster these things which are collectively desired are going to begin being implemented into the quantum field in a more specific, attuned way that it will manifest physically. You are extremely powerful just by the state of your knowing. Just by the fact that what is happening around you that others cannot see is in your conscious awareness. This makes you incredibly powerful. So I hope that makes sense. There is so much energy coming toward you right now, okay? So just breathe in these frequencies that want to come through right now. They really wanted you to know how powerful you are. Once again, I have a feeling that this message is not going away anytime soon. All right. So I love you so much, soul family. I do hope it makes sense, okay? And I will talk to you again really, really soon. Namaste.